Nothing I could do to be a good friend.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get. What's so funny?
He'll always have his big dumpy.
Don't downplay his big dumpy. The guy's got a big.
I'm not.
Trent can throw that ass.
This is a problem. I'm fat. I'm like 25 pounds overweight. It's really bad.
That looks like someone photoshopped you.
Yo, I'm down 1K in the last 24 hours. Sounds like you need to take a break.
Going for a walk is also a good idea, but then what will happen is you're going to see like a guy in a Cincinnati Reds shirt for no reason at all, and then you're going to say, oh, that's a fucking sign. I'm going to put $1,000 in the Reds to get all my money back, and then boom, you're down 2,000, and you're saying fucking it's Jeff Sunday's fault because he told you to go for a walk.
I ripped the fuck out of my pants.
How ripped? Is that your crotch? What was that, dude? And let me just say, I saw a couple people in the chat. One said missing a Georgia hat, and then Slackpack said, I'll send you a Packers hat. I want to make myself very clear when I say this. I will light myself on fire in front of everyone I love before I wear a Packers or Georgia hat.
Check. I just changed my microphone setting, so I need you, who's probably the worst person to ask, to tell me if you think this is a good setting. Chat, you as well can chime in. I don't know what got into me, but right before we went live, I was like, you know what? I feel like switching up, kind of like a chick when they just want to like change their hair, you know, like cut it short, get bangs, whatever. I was like, let me go with a new setting. How do I sound?
I think you sound good.
Thank you very much. Goots is still here.
I also have something else to say about you. I just realized that I felt this way. Looking at the intro, which by the way, Goots, eventually I think we will need a new intro if we can get that in the works. But the last video, you got a burly beard, and I'm gonna be honest, you look good that way. You look good with the burly beard.
Thank you. I like the burly beard. Truth be told, my wife doesn't love it. And I go back and forth. It actually annoys some people that I know, like how often I change my look, especially like when my wife's friends get new boyfriends. Like every time I show up, it's like, do you remember I did like the mullet like a year and a half ago? And then there was a time I didn't have a chain, and all of a sudden I showed up to a wedding with that chain you gave me, and I had a sweater and a blazer on, and my wife's boyfriend like looked at me and he's just like, every time I see you, you're doing something new. And it's like, yeah, I'm not saying it's cool, but I've always kind of been this way. Even when I was a kid with my room, I always wanted to rearrange it. Like every like 2 weeks, I was like, let me rearrange it. I just got to change things up. So I'm glad you said that. Thank you. I do like the burly beard. And I kind of miss the mustache. What are you making that face for?
I think you might have said my wife's boyfriend, and that wasn't. Not good. Not good for you, just because of the Jeff 22 accusations. Wasn't good.
Wife's friends, boyfriends. I think I said that first, and then maybe the second time I'm
say it first.
Yeah. My bad. So, no, the mustache will probably make its way back, but I also think that the beard is a fall thing. So I'm gonna stick to the mustache and the short. I have to lose weight. So I went to F45 last week. I'm going to try to go twice this week. I'm going to Charleston this weekend. You're going to Scotland tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
My wife said, "Oh, it looks like you may have lost some weight, like kind of in the face. Like my face got a little slimmer. I think it's just because I trimmed my beard shorter."
Yeah.
So the last time I'll tell you my weight. I'll tell you my figures, my numbers. It was 210.4. That was the last time. Sorry, not last week when I went to F45. That was like the time before. 210.4. And then last week I clocked in at 209.7. So I lost
salad. The salad.
Summer salads, baby. Summer of fucking salads. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good to be with you guys. It is, what do we got? Monday, July 20th. Here on the Book It Sports channel. I'm your host, Jeff Sunday, steak with 2 A's. And make sure you like and sub if you're on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. If you're on Twitter, give us a like and a retweet. And Twitch, you probably got some subs nice and early because Steak Friend came in with a 15 streams. You're such a fucking dork. 15 stream streak and 5 sub bangs, playing both sides. That's what you do. You play both sides. I like that. That's good. Danny with a 240 stream streak on everybody's fucking head. How about Tub Jr. with a new follow? Love that. Bet with Bry. Big Cheesy 20. I was on the under 10.5 Friday in Sacramento, boots on ground. Needless to say, I left in the 4th inning. Nothing wrong with leaving early, beating some traffic. Sunny Dutchy 235 right behind Danny. And Jefferson. Jefferson, J-E-F. J-E number 4 son. Yeah, Jefferson. Oh, yeah, Jefferson. Duh, stupid. Jefferson 12. Kind of like that. Good job. Took me a second. 7 months, and we have a hype train in here nice and early. We have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to talk about. Yeah. I don't even know where to begin, but I think, oh, wow, look who came in.
Guy in the fucking
look who came in. Mr. Guy in the motherfucking cornfields with 5 subs just when I was bitching at him this morning. You know why I was bitching at him? Because he doesn't fucking feed me anymore. You know, he used to feed me. And it's like,
why, right?
Because I don't tail anything?
Nope. That's not why.
Oh, he thinks I'm a mush.
He thinks you're a mush.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Think you're a mush more than anybody else in the world.
Bogey Party really thinks I'm a mush, which is another story. But yeah, Cornfields thinks I'm a really big mush, which is fine. But he gave me Bobby Miller strikeout leader 100-1, which I didn't mind because I kind of like Bobby Miller after like an 8K performance. And then he got hurt the very next game and missed the entire season. Like
that's hard to blame. And no, you mushed it. You mushed it.
Anyways, this guy sends us a fucking first-round leader ticket, Jackson Suber. Congratulations, Cornfields. Again, the guy just consistently never says anything until the bet hits. Great job. And then you know what he sends me this morning? He sends me a screenshot of a conversation he had with Phil Zutley saying that Zach Wheeler, 100-1 Cy Young, take it. And now it's in great shape. And I'm just like, listen, don't you get the fucking hint? I can't make myself any clearer. Stop sending me your bets when they look good or when they cash. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
5 piece out of Brinks, our boy Brinks.
My wife works from home on Monday. She's in the room on a call, so I can't be super loud. But Brinks, you're the fucking man. We appreciate you. Guy in the cornfields, nice job. Way to give back to the community. And not to be forgotten, Rye guy with the sub bank, 33 months on everybody's fucking head.
And not
Love
to
to
be
see
forgotten, the one and only Casper, 320 on your fucking.
Oh, I missed that. Good job. Nice job. I'm really cheering for Junior. Who the fuck is Camiro? Can we spell his name correctly? 150 to 1 home run leader ticket. Man, Kyle Schwarber's not letting that one go, is he? Is he in the lead? Who's in the who? I haven't looked at the stat leaders.
Oh, Boston Sports Dork.
No.
On your fucking head. 5
No.
stars. All the OGs are in here making it rain.
I got to give it to Sports Dork. He's a constant Jeff Sunday chirper, constant ass muncher, chapper. I don't know why I said muncher, ass chapper. Sorry, I corrected myself. Thank you. I corrected myself. The constant ass chapper lives to chat my ass, but I got to give credit where it's due. You come in here, you have some fun, you keep it balanced. Unlike Jamie fucking Lau, I don't know what got into that guy. 5 subs on a Monday to start the week. We appreciate you. Hype train level 4 in this bitch.
Giving out 5 subs and immediately getting called an ass muncher is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Brinks is my foxhole guy, and he said you're on a roll. He's right. Ass muncher and wife's boyfriend 12 minutes in. That's not great.
Yeah.
Should we do a restart?
Sure. Yeah.
No,
I can't do the fucking intro again. I can't do
salad
that.
tosser. Yeah. Okay. I
just want to say, no offense to cornfields whatsoever. Zach Wheeler's not winning the Cy Young.
So, yeah, we'll talk about baseball in a little bit because we should talk some futures awards and whatnot. But I think he did say that Mizorowski has to get hurt for that to happen. But if he does, I think Wheeler is next in line.
Yeah. Okay. If he gets hurt, got it.
Okay. We got the Open. We got some baseball. We got some fucking. We got Fanatics Fest. We got the World Cup. We have all sorts of things to talk about. So it's gonna be a thick, girthy. That one I did on purpose. Very hefty load on your chest of recapping. I did that one on purpose, dude. Now I'm on it. I just can't stop now.
Ooh.
I just can't.
Maybe
I'm like
you
a
need
pitcher
to
machine.
restart.
Maybe it's this New York Atlas shirt. Maybe it's this New York Atlas shirt. I don't know. Anyways, love the Umbro shirt, and the Tampa Bay Lightning hat has where the fuck that comes from. I have absolutely no idea, but love to see it. Start over. No, we're not going to start over. TC Tone said had Young and Burns yesterday, shambles to start the Monday. Where do we begin?
I can't wait to talk about that too.
Okay, where do we begin? Do we begin with the Open? Do we begin with the World Cup? Hard to say begin. Did he Sunday? Yeah, that's funny.
No,
I gotta go after DC bets too because he tried to come at me yesterday with not standing on business. We have to have a stand on business discussion to get everybody on board.
Sure. Maybe we just do that right away.
Okay, let's do that right away. This will be a good segue into the World Cup. Let's all come together. Come hither. I think that used to be a saying. Come hither. Okay, and I remember when I played nose guard, I was the huddle up. Okay, we're all gonna huddle up. DC bets. Let me start with the Glaze. I think you know that I really, really like DC bets. I think DC bets knows. I think the chat knows.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this chat that I like, and there's a few that I hold to a pretty high standard. I think for the most part, they know who they are. DC is a very, very sharp, smart, elite ball knower. And when it comes to keeping things fair and balanced, I think he does a pretty good job. Right? Would you agree?
100%. If I need to get something done from somebody in the chat, DC is high on the list of who I'm going to.
Yeah. Really nothing but good things to say. And I don't even know DC bets all that personally, but from everything that I have gathered, and I've met him in person, I think twice, like I would vouch for him. Solid dude, like him in here. I'm glad he's around. Excellent dude to have in your corner. But sometimes we all have our moments, okay? Because I like Cam His Money a lot too. And Cam His Money has had a few mulligans where he's come out of left field and he's taken a swing at me and I just thought he has whiffed entirely. Cornfields kind of has his moments. Snacks has his moments. We all have our moments. I think this was probably the first time DC Bets had his moment. And you're not directly to blame, but you're indirectly to blame.
Oh.
So DC Bets puts out a tweet yesterday of my observation and my tweets and my opinions on Lamine Yamal, the very young forward, I guess you'd call him, right winger, I don't know, whatever, on Spain, España. Now, I don't have it up in front of me. Maybe I should pull it up in front of me, but I can probably just tell you what it was and what happened. And then we need to have a discussion on what exactly is and is not standing on business. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Do you have something to say right now?
Can't wait. Nah, man, I'm gonna let you pull it up. I'm gonna let you finish. I don't know how you gaslit this into being my fault, but I cannot wait to hear it.
I said indirectly.
Yeah, indirectly.
So here's DC. By the way, love this. Thank you. Let me start off by saying this. ... I'm a big ... guy. I do it maybe too much. I'm a Jeff Sunday guy. Always have been, always will be. But if standing on business was a sport, I think the Special Olympics team would reject him on the spot. Very funny. Unk is losing his fastball. It's like watching Tim Lincecum's velo tank. Sad to see. Also very funny.
Don't you sort of think it's nice that they thought at some point you had a fastball?
Yes. Yes.
Saying someone lost their fastball implies that at one point they had one.
Very true. Very true. Not the first time I've heard that, by the way. I think Biev may have said I lost my fastball like 2 years ago. Here are the tweets. On June 26th, I said, not overly impressed with Lamine Yamal. Everyone hyping him up like he's the next big thing. Feels forced. I'm not seeing it. Next, which was yesterday. I've been critical of Lamine Yamal. Everyone says he's the next best thing. I have yet to see it, but today is the day. He's a very talented player, and I think his play has improved with every World Cup game. Lamine Yamal, goal or assist, plus 145. And then during the game, I said, Lamine Yamal is not that guy, pal. Now, back to the original tweet. I'm a Jeff Sunday guy. If standing on business was a sport, I think the Special Olympics team would reject him. This has nothing to do with standing on business. This is an opinion and an observation on a player. And then I made a wager on the player to do something good. From June 26th to yesterday was July 19th. So that is about 3.5 weeks later. I don't know how many World Cup games that was, maybe 6. This is fine. This is okay to do. And what happens is everybody likes to jump to this standing on business conclusion and have some fun with it. Where if I go against anything I have said in the past, it is all of a sudden standing on business. This is incorrect.
Yeah.
This is incorrect. You can think players are good and then they become bad and you can change your position. You can think players are bad and then they become good. You can change your position. And I want to go back to the root of standing on business because you were right. And I love that you did this. Standing on business is when you say you like something and you don't take action. For weeks, I kept talking about and glazing the Detroit Lions 2 years ago. I was like, man, I'm a Lions guy. Man, I'm a Lions guy. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't do anything about it. Then you tweeted, or you, I think, bet them to win the Super Bowl and win the NFC. You took action. And I said, oh, Steak stole my bitch. And you said, no, no, no. You didn't stand on business. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I'll give you another example because you know who knows what standing on business is? My guy, Phil Zutley, the #1 Degen ass chapper of all time. I haven't stood on business with Dylan Cease. I said 3 games into the season, you know what? I forgot Dylan Cease was on the Blue Jays. I like Dylan Cease. I've bet him to win the Cy Young in the past. Now I want to bet him to win the strikeout leader. Never did it. You know who reminds me about it every other week? Phil Zutley. Didn't stand on Dylan Cease business. To say that I'm not overly impressed with Lamine Yamal on June 26, and then to repeat that yesterday and said, I'm not seeing it, but I think today's the day. He's gotten better with every game. I'm going to bet him to score a goal or assist. There is nothing wrong with that, and it certainly does not warrant a tweet to say that if standing on business was a sport, I think the Special Olympics would reject him on the spot. Has anything I've said so far been incorrect?
All right. So only one thing, and this is the only thing I have a problem with. So I'm going to try to dig into how it made you feel. How did it make you feel after spending most of the World Cup saying that Lamine Yamal kind of feels like a tongue twister?
I do that all the time.
Sucks. Wasn't that guy? Then you bet on him in the World Cup
final,
and then have him not perform again. How did it honestly feel? Let's start there.
It felt fine.
It
Truthfully,
really
yeah, because
like I fucking knew this guy.
Nope.
You never said to your never.
And I'll tell you why. It was a good bet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. No, it was. I will tell you exactly why. There were moments where he had the ball and he didn't do anything, and it frustrated me. And he turned it over, and I was like, man, he doesn't look special. To me, he doesn't look special. So I still went back to tweeting, he's not that guy, pal. But here is the thing. Here's the thing. I thought it was a good bet. And I bet you, DC, nobody can tell me with a straight face they don't think that was a good bet. Lamine Yamal had a very early chance to score a goal, and he had a great chance for an assist. Does anybody remember when the ball was going out of bounds, and before it went out of bounds, he crossed it in the middle of the net, and the guy hit a header? He hit the fucking header right to Argentina's goalie. Then he had a free kick right before the game ended. Left footer to the right of the goalpost. Argentina's goalie made a great save. I would say there was about 4 or 5 quality chances for Lamine Yamal to have a goal or assist. I thought it was a good read with a shitty result. I don't regret the bet one bit.
I don't think it was a good read, and I don't think it was a good bet. You bet on a cold dude. Not only did you bet on a cold dude, you bet on a cold dude that I actually thought you nailed. And so I'm going to glaze you first, but then tell you why I don't like your bet. Coming into this tournament, people didn't say Lamine Yamal will be really good one day. He's 19. One day, Lamine Yamal will be a superstar. They said he was one right now. They said he was one right now. He was incredible in the Copa or whatever that tournament is called 2 years ago. So he was fucking 17. They said he will be fucking amazing right now. Right now, he's a superstar. In this World Cup, he did not play like one. He did not play like one. I think he had 1 goal in the fucking whatever group rounds and no assists. He did not play like a superstar, like everybody said. So then everybody started walking back their take. Oh, come on, dude. He's 19 years old. He's 19. He's going to play in like 4 more World Cups. He's 19. He's amazing for 19. Okay, cool. He's amazing for 19. But at the beginning of the tournament, you said he was amazing now. You said he was going to be amazing now, and he wasn't amazing. He wasn't anywhere near one of the top guys we watch play soccer in the World Cup. That's my casual take. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I saw him do nothing spectacular. Almost nothing spectacular. He's a champion. Big whoop. Big cheesy. Big whoop. Don't make me go over a big list of everybody who's a champion. He just wasn't that good, man. He was not that good. And so oh, you're being serious. I liked you. I can't fucking bitch at you about your thing while you're on the phone. My problem is that Jeff Sunday had finally, in my opinion, had a really good take. And I would have liked to have seen him lean into the Yamal take. But instead, after having a good take that he could have stood on, which then would have ended up still being correct in the World Cup, he bet on him to assist and goal. So I'm going to have to repeat myself once he gets off this phone call, but I absolutely did not like that out of Jeff Sunday whatsoever. See, attempts, he went to the same side with everyone else. Was everyone betting Yamal yesterday? A little bit, Cam. It's a little bit of that. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but that's a really good take, actually. Degen shit on JJ McCarthy for like the entire offseason. He's a handoff merchant. He's a victim of a great defense and good coaching at Michigan, and he's going to be trash. And then his first game, he has that comeback win against the Bears, and Degen came off his JJ McCarthy take a little bit. This does feel a little bit like that.
All right, sorry. I have a really important thing I'll have to do in about 30 minutes and hop off to send an email. Okay, I missed a little bit of what you said, but Camus Money is also leaning too much into this, and I don't even know what Reeve Strees is talking about. Hold on. So let's go back to this a little bit. You were cooking, by the way. You did a great job. I still don't think, Steak, that I am coming off of my take where I said June 26. Can everybody just relax for a second and listen to what I'm saying? I still don't think I'm coming off of my take of saying everyone's hyping him up like he's the next best thing. It feels forced. I'm not seeing it. To then saying a month later, I've been critical of Lamine Yamal. Everyone says he's the next best thing. I have yet to see it. I think today is the day he is talented and his play is improved. I think he scores a goal or an assist. I never backtrack. I never flip-flop. I never did a 180. I bet on the guy to have an assist or a goal in the World Cup final. You're absolutely right. He was a cold dude because he didn't do much of it. But you even said when we talked about it, the game before, he scored a goal and it got called offsides. I thought the chances were coming. I didn't really respect Argentina's defense. I thought Spain was going to win the game. And like I said, I brought up yesterday, if you deny this, you are either one of few things. You're just purely a Jeff Sunday hater. You're not a ball knower, or you're a fucking moron. He had 4 to 5 quality chances for a goal or an assist yesterday. I don't think it was a bad bet. If you do because he's a cold guy, that is totally fine. I don't think during that game and today, not regretting the bet, I do not think Lamine Yamal is the next Messi. I don't think he's elite. Is he a good player? Sure. The other guy, Cabrisi or whatever, he won the best young player in the World Cup. Clearly, everybody who's voting for that award fucking agrees. So Reeves Tree said something. Degen has become the insufferable ESPN analyst who just spews bullshit from their mouth. Can you defend me for a second? Where does this even come from somebody who watches us? Where does this come from?
Because we don't watch soccer before the World Cup. So like I said, apparently he was incredible at 17 in the Copa. I don't know why everyone has such a problem though with us saying he wasn't incredible in the World Cup, because he wasn't. Like there could be excuses. I'm not going to highlight the T-Rain picks. He had some reasons for why he wasn't incredible. It doesn't change the fact that he just wasn't incredible. We know he's 19. We know he started for fucking Barca at 16. We know he played in the Copa at 17. All that shit is amazing. All that shit is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you right now that when we came into this chat and we said, hey guys, we don't watch soccer, everyone said Yamal is a star right now. He will be a star in this World Cup, and he just wasn't. I don't understand why anybody has that hard of a problem just admitting that. He's 19. At 23, he'll probably be amazing in the World Cup. And at 27, he'll probably be amazing. And at 31, he'll probably be fucking amazing. But at 19, Lamine Yamal was not amazing in the World Cup. I'm sorry.
And this is I just don't understand people's brains. And this is why I can't spend any more time, energy, or effort on it. Graylish Calf says, Jeff, man, your knowledge is based on 5 games. Yes.
Never denied that.
Correct. You fucking moron. What else do you want me to fucking say? That's all I've watched of him. Can you say and admit, yeah, if you only watched Lamine Yamal in the World Cup, I can understand why you wouldn't think he's great. But before the World Cup, he was elite. He was incredible. That's the way you should do it.
As a child. Literal child.
This is just people refusing, and T-Rain picks and fucking Reeves Trees are just refusing to say anything negative about something they're believing and passionate about. And that is tribalism in sports. And I can't stand it. Now let's go to what Cam Is Money is saying.
The JJ McCarthy compliment.
Okay, so we can talk about the JJ McCarthy thing. You can't do this. You put the camera as close to your face and scream, I'm done with this person team, and then instantly bet them a week later. It's one thing to critique someone and change your opinion. It's another to tell everyone that you are done and instantly go back. Okay? What is the example of saying I was done with somebody and then went back to them?
You just have an issue where you actually were right in both of your takes to start with. You were right about JJ McCarthy. Then he had that amazing game. Not even an amazing game, dude. It was an amazing fourth quarter against the Bears. And you came on here and you're like, I don't hate JJ McCarthy. I'm sure JJ McCarthy would be good. I hate Caleb Williams. That's what you said. And that ended up being the worst take ever. But if you would have just stood on business about JJ McCarthy, it would have been one of the best takes ever. And regardless of what anyone tells you in the chat, your Yamal take was good for the World Cup. We're not talking about the Copa. We're not talking about what he may be in the future. We're just talking about how he played in the World Cup, and it was underwhelming to say the least. Your take was correct to start with, so that people see you go back on your take by betting Yamal goal, and they think you're not standing on business. Like, it's not that weird to think.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because let's just break this down. It's not weird. I never said he was bad. I never said he wasn't capable of scoring or assisting. I just said I don't see the next best thing in soccer. They're not even comparable. Betting a guy to have an assist or a goal and saying I don't think he's the next best thing are not the same. They're just not. And then this is the other thing. The Caleb Williams thing and JJ McCarthy thing. I just don't understand. Like, you can say that I came off of the JJ McCarthy hate after he went on Monday Night Football and led a fourth quarter comeback on the division against a road opponent. You could say I came off of that. I never all of a sudden started supporting JJ McCarthy. I never all of a sudden.
No, you didn't. You're right. That is correct.
So hold on. Wait. Let me finish. If I bet the Vikings to do anything, if I bet JJ McCarthy to do anything, if I got out of my wager on the Vikings to miss the playoffs for 2 fucking units, I understand where you're coming from. None of that happened. None of it. My issue was with Caleb Williams, and I wasn't out there trying to find another issue. I told you he was 14 for 14 to start the game. I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. All of his passes were 10 yards or less. And I was like, guys, we got to relax with the Caleb Williams stuff. And then even later in the season, I did stand on business. I bet him to throw interceptions multiple times. I bet under his passing yards multiple times. And you're right. It wasn't a great take because he made great plays and he showed that he was a clutch player. But even Ben Johnson said, we are winning in spite of our passing game. I never changed any position or discourse that I had on JJ McCarthy after that game. But everybody loves to say, oh, you're not standing on business. If this is the thing, that was a very impressive game and win by JJ McCarthy. You objectively, it was. I was not going to say. I never went around saying the fucking Vikings have a star. I just said he's a competitor. That was a great job. You do not see that very often in players' debuts. It's as simple as that. I will give you examples of not standing on business because we have to understand the definition a little bit better if I'm going to get slandered for it on a fucking tweet from guys like DC Bets, who I like and respect, and then comments by Cam Is Money, who I like and respect. The Lions was the perfect textbook example. Dylan Cease is another example.
Okay, I want to comment before it goes too far.
Go.
This is a fair comment from Reeve Trees. You're basically saying Mahomes isn't a good QB, but just make sure everybody understands we didn't watch soccer before this. It wasn't like we were trying to hide it. We came on the stream and acted like soccer guys. We literally told you guys to our face we've never watched soccer. But a better example would be if you've never watched football before and then you watch Pat Mahomes in a Super Bowl run and he won 10-7 every game, 1 or 2 touchdowns during the 4-game playoff run. His running game was crazy and his defense was crazy. And you had only watched Pat Mahomes play those 5 games. You would have came out of it saying, I don't see the Pat Mahomes hype. I don't understand. What's everybody fucking saying about
Correct.
Pat Mahomes? He was carried because Yamin Lamal was not the reason Spain won the World Cup. So that's all I'm trying to say. I know he's going to be elite, guys. I see a lot of people in chat saying, yeah, he didn't have the best World Cup, but he's going to be elite, or he is already elite. Fine. I'm just simply stating the guy didn't have that good of a World Cup. And everybody that I talked to about soccer, whose opinion I respect, said this is the guy you're going to want to watch out for in this World Cup. He's going to be the star. He wasn't the star of the World Cup. That's just all I'm saying.
This is fine. The chat is trying to tell you just because you didn't see Yamal put up 10 goals a game doesn't mean he's not elite. I understand that.
We already agree with that.
We already agree with that. But that is not what the fuck we are talking about. You cannot come in to 2 guys who don't watch soccer into a chat, and all we watched was the World Cup, and all we're telling you is Lamine Yamal did not really live up to the hype in the World Cup, and try to tell me what he did before that. I get it. State gets it. We get it. Just admit he didn't have a great World Cup. And we'll wait and see what happens.
Because Gray is just saying no one is saying that he had an amazing World Cup. I don't agree with you, man. I see his defenders out heavy.
I don't agree with that either. Because look, everybody's in here defending him. Nobody can admit all the defenders and the Glazers.
Grealish might have been. There's only like 2 or 3 people who've even admitted that he didn't have a great World Cup. Literally.
Low key, Jeff. The back of your head is ridiculous. I don't even know what that means. I think it's hilarious. People are getting worked up. Right. Hold on. There was one more thing. Jeff was shitting on Yamal all World Cup. Standing on business would have been betting him not to score. I don't really know if I agree with that, though. I just don't really know if I agree with that, because the thing is, it's not like I woke up yesterday and was just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to bet on Lamine Yamal because he's due.
Yeah.
I watched Spain. I watched Spain against France. I watched Spain. Well, I didn't watch Spain a lot against Belgium. I think I saw the second half of that game. And like I said, he had improved. I thought the chances were there. I'm a big guy who bets on knocking. I've done this with golf. We do this with every sport. I thought Lamine Yamal would get on the board with an assist or a goal. That's it. It's just so simple. It's fucking innocent. I was critical of the guy the first time I watched him on June 26th. Yes, I still now maintain that same stance. I just thought he was going to score a goal or assist. It's not that big a deal. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Okay, that's more than enough Yamal talking.
Definitely more than enough. By the way, hold on one second. Okay. I'll probably have to defend myself again with the fucking with the golf takes. Let's talk about the game though. Let's talk.
I'm already tired. 35.
I know. Yeah, I got to come in here and defend I feel like I'm in court. Honestly, I feel like I'm in court for 2 hours sometimes out here. Let's just talk about that game for a second. I thought Argentina was so pathetic and so putrid. That's another thing. I hope that we can all collectively agree with this. I'm not going to say it was like one of the worst World Cup games I saw, because there were some bad ones, but that's just Spain's style. I just can't believe Argentina didn't have one shot on goal, and they only recorded one shot late in the game, I think in extra time. The way Argentina was playing was very, very frustrating. And it was really, really embarrassing. I just don't understand, because some people kept saying, this is what they do. This is their style. This is this, this is that. Okay, then I guess I'm not a ball knower, because I never really totally realized that from Argentina. But that game, if it went into PKs and Argentina won, would that have been like the most asterisk or like tarnished World Cup or victory on a big stage?
Deserving, I think you could call it.
That's the better word. That's the better word.
Yes, 100%. Argentina was absolutely pathetic. I think McKiffin actually nailed it. You know what I kept thinking the whole time? Fuck England, man. Fuck England. Fuck England for being pussy ass bitches, because at least it felt like England had the firepower to maybe stay in this game with Spain. I don't know ball. That could be the dumbest thing I've ever said, but I'm saying it anyways. It felt like England-Spain would have been a lot more fun than fucking Argentina. Argentina was awful. They were pathetic. It was really bad, and I'm so relieved and happy to see the chat agrees, because I thought someone was going to come in here and say some bullshit. Spain has the fucking most insane defense I've ever seen. It wasn't just that Argentina couldn't score. It was that they never even had a chance to. It wasn't like they missed a bunch of shots or the goalie was amazing. It's that Argentina never even fucking had a chance until a couple random ones at the end. Spain's defense is suffocating and insane.
Yeah. And again, the guy that I listened to on VSiN talk about what makes their defense so good with their midfield. It really is impressive how Spain just nonstop is capable of, when they get the ball, they're very rarely have careless turnovers. And that's something that I'm with you, dude. I thought the same thing. England, Spain would have been such a better game, even though Spain would have obviously won. I think you could probably see England having maybe 4 or 5 scoring chances at some point in that game, just to open things up a little bit. Argentina, that guy that got the red card, played like a fucking moron. The other guy, Paredes, who had played with a yellow card, played like a fucking moron. Then they were trying to fight after the game. No class at all. Very, very disappointed in Argentina. You have something to say?
Yeah, just because Sonny Dutchy just brought it up. Also worth mentioning, the goalie for Argentina, one of the most incredible games ever, right?
I mean, it was really good. I don't know where that ranks, but I tweeted about it. He was good. I thought Spain's shots were pretty right at him. Did you? I don't know. Did you notice that? They were right at him.
I thought he was going crazy, but okay.
If you were to rank like difficulty on goalie saves, I would think the majority of those saves were pretty low. Not just saying this because I bet it. I thought the most impressive save from him. Oh, for example, Jordan Pickford's saves maybe were a little bit better against Argentina. I thought a couple of them, but that save on, did you guys remember Lamine Yamal's goal? Sounds like you don't. A free kick where they line up. There's a guy who's right-footed and a guy who's left-footed. They did this before Lamine Yamal hit the defender, so it got blocked. Nothing even happened. But right before regular time, in stoppage time, they had a free kick above the box. There's a right footer and a left footer. Lamine Yamal goes in first. I thought the right footer was going to go as a decoy. He goes in first, and it goes over the wall, I believe, then to the left side of the goalkeeper. I thought that was an incredible save, because that one is like, you've got guys in front of you. You have 2 guys who can potentially take the shot. You don't really know what your first instinct should be. You really have to react to the ball. That is where I was like, holy shit, I'm really impressed. But yes, he did a phenomenal job.
Chad agreed with you. No, but Chad agreed with you. They were easy saves. I didn't honestly think that. So I'll take my L there. Then one other takeaway, the header pass for the goal that Spain had was insane, right?
Oh yeah. From 17.
Like, that doesn't happen often, does it?
No, it doesn't. That was incredible. That guy was so good. I don't fucking remember his name. Does anybody remember his name? Is it Jeff with the hat on? Just doesn't look right to me, respectfully. You want me to take the hat off? Nico Williams, that was his name.
Okay.
He's him. He was awesome. He was so good. The guy that came off the other guy that came off the bench was really good too. I think the guy ended up scoring the goals, Ferran Torres or some shit. But yeah, no, that was a great play. Good pull by you. The halftime show.
He did look like Dennis Schroeder. That's funny.
That is funny. He did kind of look like Dennis Schroeder. The halftime show. Did you watch a halftime show?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
What was your beef?
Well, a couple things.
I have a take that I think the chat might hate.
Madonna coming out at 67 years old, riding around on that like warthog thing with Ronaldinho, and then I don't know who the other guy was. I'm not gonna lie, that he's just like, I don't know if anybody. I don't know who that was. I should know who that was. Who was that? That was
No idea.
Was that Ronaldo?
No idea.
I have no idea who that was.
I'm so glad you said it. Your take's my take, dude. I'm Madonna'd out.
Okay, so that was Ronaldo, and it was Ronaldinho. Oh, that was CR9. Okay. So the original Ronaldo. Got it. Yeah, I don't really know what he looked like, to be honest with you. Speed carried. I don't even remember the speed part. Then you get the Muppets. I'm just curious. Are the Muppets making a comeback? I'm not a Muppet hater, but the Muppets?
I would rather the Muppets than Madonna at this point.
Yeah. So Sonny Dutchy said Ronaldo all fat now. Yes. The Ronaldo that I remember was like a slimmer, bald, scary looking dude. That was a pretty hefty guy. He was very fat.
Yeah.
I don't understand where the Muppets came from. I don't know who thought to include them in there. And then you get Bieber. Oh, no, before that. I don't know who BTS is, but I've heard that song Dynamite. It's one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really bad. God, we're aligned. That's scary.
Yeah. So horrendous song. So already I'm like, this is just terrible. This is terrible, but I don't want to fucking start complaining all that much because everybody just says I complain and don't like anything, whatever. Then Bieber comes out. I'm not a Bieber hater. I like Bieber. You put a guitar on him, an acoustic guitar, and you have Bieber play the slowest song he's got in his bag.
Yeah, hallelujah.
And I know that Bieber has made this like turn to like kind of emo and slower and more melodies and stuff like that. He's not poppy. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. But you started this show with Madonna riding around in a fucking warthog, and then you got the Elmo just bashing the fucking drums up there. Yeah. You got this Korean K-pop band. So you take it all the way from a 10 to have Bieber come out. That's when the crowd's going to be like, yes, finally someone save us. And he puts the place to sleep. Whose fucking decision was this? I'm just saying.
Because Bieber's a big get, man. Bieber for a halftime show is like, I don't know. Is Bieber in the top 10 of people you could get for halftime?
Yes, dude. Top. He's probably top 3. He's probably top 3. He's massive.
I was just expecting something different. So when it was a guitar and Hallelujah, I was like, interesting. I like Bieber.
Yeah, exactly. I like Bieber too. I'm not a Bieber hater. And when he came on, I was like, all right, here we go. I could not believe that was what they told him to do. And then thank God they bring Shakira out there and saved it a little bit. Ted Lasso. I'm sorry. I watched like a couple episodes of Ted Lasso. I like Jason Sudeikis. I'm sure it's a good show. That was corny. Whatever. I don't really have a big beef with that.
It needs more respect than I'm sure it's a good show. I just want to be clear.
That's fine.
You ever seen Ted Lasso?
No, I never watched it.
Oh, that's got to go on your list.
Yeah. I will. I'm not going to shit on Ted Lasso.
Okay, because I'm just telling you right now, I know you better than maybe 5 people that know you better than me. You will like the show.
I probably will. I like Jason Sudeikis. I like it. I'm good with it. So something came after that. What was it? Do you remember? There was like one more thing.
K-pop Demon Hunters?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Man, me, Joey Dumps, Time of J, and Nick were at an English pub and they made espresso martinis and they topped them with Guinness. Make them extra foamy. Dude, fucking delicious.
That's probably good.
Really good.
Yeah, that's probably good. I don't know that I'm shitting on a show. Was I just shitting on Ted Lasso? I said I'm sure
you were getting somewhere weird that you didn't need to get for somebody who's never seen it, but no, you definitely weren't shitting on it.
I think it was more so trying to just be like the Ted Lasso part of the halftime show was a little cheesy, but whatever. I don't care. Horrendous halftime show.
I got to take, I'd say 70% of the chat's going to hate. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny greater than Bad Bunny's halftime show. Shits on that halftime show. Bad Bunny won.
I've realized something, and I realized this with Bad Bunny's show. They're doing these performances. These performances are more for the person at home than the people in the stadium. I don't like that. You know when The Weeknd like walked through something and there was a camera on him? They did that with Bad Bunny. They had like the big like palm trees and they were like walking through something and it was all about being videoed on him and whatnot. But then if you're there, you just see a bunch of people acting as trees and like standing up and stuff. I'm not going to be the old head and whatnot, but like the Prince halftime show was fucking awesome. You know who that was awesome for? The people who were in the stands that paid thousands of dollars. Like that is who you're rewarding. You're paying thousands upon thousands. You're going in fucking traffic. You're paying hundreds of dollars to park, $20 for a fucking beer that gets warm and tastes like piss for the second half of it. How about you reward them instead of my dumbass sitting over here, stuffing my fucking face with popcorn, sitting on my couch, not paying anything? It's just
very, very, very good take.
Thank you. Wow, did I get some fucking good feedback in there? That's great. So anyways, we can move on from the World Cup. Kind of a disappointing end to a great tournament. I will, like I said, I will miss a sporting event that starts on time. And something I realized, I think I told you when I came, like when I went to that France-Mexico game, I had a lot of bad things to say in terms of the Gillette experience kind of sucked. It was hot as fuck. It was kind of a boring game, but I'm glad I went. And it was like, there's something great about like the game starts, you're going to watch a 45-minute half. Then you're going to have your break. Then you're going to watch another 45-minute half. There's no stoppages, timeouts, commercial breaks, the fucking, like football, there's a punt, commercial, couple of plays, commercial, punt, commercial. I'm going to miss that in a sport. And that was probably, that would be the biggest reason I'd get into soccer. Like you get in, you got to get out under 2 hours, and take away the commercial breaks. Let's talk about
before it's all said and done. I got two things. One, is it accurate that this won't be back in the United States for 30 years? I saw someone say that.
I think that feels pretty accurate because within 30 years, what is that? 7 World Cups. And I mean, there's a lot of countries that want to host it.
2038. Okay, cool. That makes me relief because I had to, when I saw that tweet, I got kind of FOMO for not going to a game.
Yeah. I mean, listen, and the other thing too, I don't know if I really harped on this because I was in the hotel in Providence. Like I was expecting nonstop, like singing, chanting, standing up. The French fans kind of sucked. Sorry. They did. The Morocco fans brought it. They were up and their team just didn't show up. But like two teams that are passionate into it.
About French people, like it's surprising. The French fans sucked. So fucking France sucks. French people, fuck them. Don't like them.
Yeah, I don't really.
Never surprised when you say that.
They're not like my favorite.
Feels like you sort of had an angle like they would be like really good fans. They're fucking whiny.
Well, whiny is a little bit different. Like you can be whiny but still up, and like engaged.
I hate whiny fan bases, dude. You know a team that I'm a fan of that has an aggressively whiny fan base?
Who?
Florida Gators football.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Whiny fucks, dude. It's exhausting.
Don't even get me started. Yeah, Snacks just gave out 5 subs. Look at that shit. Love it. W fucking Snacks. Golden Vibes also resubbed for 11 months, 15 minutes ago. Let's have a day, fellas. Appreciate you guys. Thanks as always for tuning in. Monday morning in the recap.
Yep. You did a wonderful job betting the World Cup. You were in your bag. No, not enough people are going to say it. Great job. Proud of you.
Thank you. I was up 22, 23 units, lost 1,000 on England. That was kind of unfortunate. I think I was too, which is why it's hilarious that like the Reeves Trees and whoever else comes in here and has the audacity, Jay Thorpe too, like, oh, Jeff not knowing ball, go figure. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, at some point in your life, you're probably in your 20s. Hopefully you're not 19. You're probably in your 20s, maybe your mid 20s. You got to pull your head out of your ass. You got to take the blinders off. And not even just with me, with anything in life, you got to keep it 100. Okay. That's probably vocabulary and words that you would understand if you just play Fortnite every fucking day and watch YouTube videos, golf brain rot YouTube videos. You got to keep it 100. So as much as you might not like me, you have to keep it 100. And what you have to do is understand and acknowledge that for a team or for a sport that I don't really watch a lot of, I was engaged. I paid attention. I get criticized. Alan Dims, he's not here, saying that I don't watch ball. I try to watch as many sports as I can. I took it seriously. And I had a very profitable World Cup from watching ball. So listen, you can say something positive about somebody that you like to hate and shit on. You can do it in sports as well. All right. We need to be better about doing that. The movement is stop loser behavior. That is loser behavior. Do not just be a passionate hater. Okay. Keep it 100. Thank you very much.
You want to scuba? You want to hit him? Yeah. There we go.
I hit him with a little, just a small.
Yeah, that was good. No, that was good.
I'd like to talk about the Open.
Okay. First, real quick, just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
My daughter is with my sister in Georgia because I'm going to Scotland. So my sister's watching my daughter. do you think it's hilarious that I don't know the last time you've spoken to my sister. She used to work with us, so you know her.
Yeah.
But do you think it's hilarious that the first thing my daughter, or one of the first things my daughter said to my sister, is that Degen is grumpy?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. Your daughter's great. Your daughter's great. I don't even like kids. Your daughter is great. There's a lot of reasons that I'm grumpy, and I think they all really make sense. I think I've tried to explain this. When you get older, it happens. You just get less patience, less tolerance. Living in New York City for 13 years wears on you. A very high stress job, 100% commission. And I don't really think people fully understand. Like, I get it, dude. Everybody has to deal with bullshit every day. I'm not special, but like dealing with rich people will really take you to the brink. Like really, really take you to the brink. I just don't really know how else to explain it, but like somebody probably understands. If you work at a really nice hotel, if you work at a really nice restaurant, a country club, if you have to cater rich people, it's really tough.
Yeah. It sounds brutal. I've been with you when you've lost a big deal, and I've literally thought to myself, like, oh, that feels like that would probably ruin my day. I'd maybe just want to go home after that. And you fucking always move forward, but it sounds stressful as fuck.
It's very stressful. And sometimes things are out of your control. They're out of your hands. And if they were in your hands, everything would be fine. But other people are involved and they fuck things up. Like, you definitely lose sleep. I go to bed stressed very, very often. And then I come in here and I really do enjoy doing the show every single day. Like, I absolutely love it. But I do have to deal with a bunch of fucking morons and shitheads and brain rotted individuals. So you have to put up fights and everything. So yes, it's just hard not to get grumpy. But I have said this. It's not a bit. And I honestly, I don't really enjoy it. I want to be happy, you know, like I'm not unhappy.
Yeah.
But
just
I get cranky.
Yeah. Cranky. I don't think anybody thinks you're unhappy. Then we would be concerned. If you were unhappy. Of
course. Yeah, of course. I do a very good job with perspective in life as well, which is great. I always think that people should have that. But at the same time, I think maybe more so a little bit more recently than the overall however long it's been years we've been doing this, I've had to go to war. Feels like I have to go to war. I want to go to less wars. I don't like fighting wars, you know?
Yeah. Well,
so anyways,
better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener at war.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, the Open. So here's one last thing, and I guess this isn't necessarily going to war, but I did a bad thing. Okay. First of all, I did a couple bad things. I bet on a bunch of fucking losers again. It was never Robert McIntyre. I'm not even calling Bobby Mack. You know what? There's no more Bobby Mack. His name is Robert McIntyre, and he's a fucking loser. Yeah. He is a fucking loser. Robert McIntyre is a fucking loser. You actually had a really nice card.
No, didn't you? Yeah, who fucking cares? I didn't win.
I know, but you had horses in the race.
I had horses in the race, but I don't think did anybody have Ryan fucking Fox?
No. I'm just talking about like you had horses in the race. I know you didn't win.
Yeah.
Having horses in the race is what golf betting is all about. Like BK texted me, he's like, can't you just enjoy a golf tournament without having to bet on somebody live? Like the answer is yes. But also at the same time, when the leaderboard has Lucas Herbert and Ryan Fox, and I've got nobody, and then I have intense FOMO with fucking Sam Burns, like, no, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I like to live bet. But this is the problem. This is what I did. And if you want to accuse me of engagement farming, whatever bit, that's fine. I bet Scotty Scheffler live. Can I tell you why I did this? I'm not happy with myself. Okay. I woke up making breakfast, made pancakes, bacon, and eggs. Very stressful to do at the same time. But I usually make pretty good pancakes. I got a new pancake mix this time. It wasn't very good. But little tip, when you do the pancake mix and the milk or water, whatever you use, melt some butter, put it in there. If you want to put a little ricotta in there, put it in there. But anyways, got the kitchen going, whatever. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I just kind of feel like gambling today. And I told myself I was going to take a golfer live. Didn't even look at the leaderboard. Didn't really think about who I wanted. I turn on the TV and the very first shot I see was Scotty Scheffler. And he stuffed it. Like from the fairway, 6 feet out, stuffs it. I run, I bet on him. He's like plus 570, down to 5-1. He misses the birdie putt and he pars it. And he completely lost it. Just a total loser the rest of the tournament, right? I think that, actually, maybe that was on Saturday. I don't even remember at this point. But then my rule is always take one guy live. Then I'm watching the tournament briefly, and I saw Sam Burns have a par save on like the 14th hole. He fist pumps. The back nine was par. He hadn't had a good day. He had a horrible front nine. I say, you know what? That's what he needed.
Yeah.
And he was 8 under. Cam Young is in the clubhouse leader, 9 under. And then nobody up on the leaderboard stake, I really feared. I didn't fear fucking Fox. There was one other loser. I can't remember his name. So I took Sam Burns.
Yeah.
You want to tell me how you feel about that?
Well, I can tell by your face that you're not ready to go to war for taking Sam Burns like you were
not
for
really.
the ball thing. And to be honest, it's funny because I actually thought you should be getting way more shit about the Sam Burns thing than the Yamal thing, because the Sam Burns was such an awful wager. But I didn't know that you were going to have to defend yourself for the first 56 minutes of the stream. Now all of a sudden I don't feel like going so hard. But it's such a bad wager because all we talk about is this guy and how he literally can't finish. I'm so tired of hearing the word due, by the way. I heard 20 people on Twitter yesterday, Sam Burns is due. Sam Burns isn't due. The only thing that motherfucker's due for is to choke. So take him at plus 310 at the exact point when he chokes away every fucking lead he's ever had was very, very bad. Much worse than the Lamine Yamal. There's one guy I want you to not bet anymore, and that's Sam Burns. I don't care for the people who try to time up whenever this guy finally wins something. I won't even be impressed. I won't be impressed. It's like if you're fading the Red Sox right now, fade, you keep losing, and then one time you finally line up when the Red Sox lose their first time in 15 games, I still think you're an idiot. If you bet Sam Burns to win golf tournaments at any number, not just plus 310, if you bet Sam Burns to win golf tournaments, I think you're an idiot.
Yeah. And you're right. You're right. Really, who I have to go to war against is BK. And I'll give you you're not really a live better. I like, you don't get cute. You really don't. You don't get cute. You get your head down. You have tunnel vision. You like what you like. You bet on somebody to win. You bet on the total to go over. I really do like that. You stick with what you got. You're not like an emotional bettor. I like that. You've always kind of been that way. I get prisoner of the moment. I own it. It's a fault. It's not great. You bet like this long term, you're going to lose money. I hope people appreciate the honesty and transparency about that. But it's a little bit of FOMO because I do like Sam Burns. I've liked him for a long time. He's probably been one of my top 5 favorite golfers. But you're right. We're getting good about doing this. Like, he's been a loser this entire year. He's not going to flip the switch because he doesn't flip the switch. But here is the one thing that I disagree with, and BK gets upset with me. And this is what I want to talk about briefly, because I'll go to war Wednesday with him. Are you anti-betting any golfer live on a weekend? Okay, thank you. Because Biev bet Siwoo Kim 4-1, 5-1. I liked it. Now, BK, these golf purists, they get upset with this stuff. And this is what I get annoyed with, because this is my comparison. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. You guys can tell me. Golf bettors have a problem with when the field is open before the tournament starts. You get a guy at 30, 40, 50 to 1. You fast forward 1 or 2 rounds, and then he's down to 14, 12, 10 to 1. Well, if you think that he's got that twinkle in his eye and he's got that mojo and that swag and he's going to win, you can go ahead and bet him. But golf purists say no. He was available before the tournament, 30, 40, 50 to 1, whatever. Well, here's my question. If that's how you feel in a tournament, then you must be really upset with anybody who bet Argentina yesterday. Because if Argentina won that game, they won the World Cup. Well, what were they to win the World Cup before the tournament started? 10 to 1, 11 to 1? That's the same way to look at it. You like a golfer because the field goes from 100, 150 people to then 10 that can really win it. So you're taking your guy when the actual competition is consolidated, condensed, whatever the proper word is. So I don't really have an issue with live golf betting. That's what I want to talk to BK about on Wednesday. You're not going to be here. I was just curious if you did or didn't agree with me there.
I agree. And also I got to give a shout out to Joey Dumps. Yesterday, Joey Dumps had Cam Young from the beginning, cashed out of Cam Young when he was minus 250 and then bet Ryan Fox.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Joey Dumps had Cam Young, like crazy number, cashed out when he was minus 250 and then threw some on Ryan Fox. Yeah, I was with him. It was ridiculous.
Joey Dumps, dude. Joey Dumps loves winning in the fucking shadows. You know what? Keep doing it.
Yeah, I know. We can't get fucking Joey Dumps to post his fucking plays. He posts one dump in the playoffs. Was that last year?
Okay.
Well, we might have to bully Joey Dumps into posting a couple plays for football season.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have to send a quick corp email. What would you like to talk about? We want to talk about Fanatics Fest a little bit. I told this guy I would send him stuff by 11. It's
okay.
11
Can I tell you one more funny Joey Dumps story?
Can you tell it to the chat while I do this?
So yesterday I hung out with Joey Dumps, Time of J, and my buddy Nick, and we got pretty hammered. At the end of the day, we were playing very drunk ping pong, and Joey Dumps' phone died. So Joey's fiance reaches out to me, not freaking out, but she just said, "Hey, just seeing if you're still with Joey Dumps." She doesn't call him Joey Dumps, but for this story, I'm going to call him Joey Dumps. She says, "I want to see if you're still with Joey Dumps." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm actually not, but he's still with our other two buddies. I'll text them right now." So I texted him and said, "Hey, just tell Joey Dumps to charge his phone." And then his brother texted me like an hour later that he just got home hammered, and she was saying like, "Why are you? Where were you?" And he was like, "I was with my best friends playing ping pong." So that's something that Joey Dumps, a grown man, could get away with still saying to his fiance. Oh, he's gonna be mad. I told the story. Mrs. Dumps, yeah, we call her Mrs. Dumps.
Well, you know what I love about Joey Dumps? I mean, I'm okay with anybody who's just unapologetically themselves. He's like a big kid.
Yes, definitely.
He's a big kid. And I've realized as somebody who we just talked about who's getting like older and crankier, and I'm not really a kid guy, I need those people in my life. You know, you need some people to kind of keep you young.
Joey Dumps and Biev would be friends. That's what's funny. They would be.
Yeah, well, like they're
play video games.
They're big kids in different ways, though.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta send one more thing.
SOC Med 333 with a new follow. Welcome. You'll probably hate it here, but you'll also never leave. Chote, is that how you say it? Chiote, there you go. That sounds way better. Resub for 31 months. I live bet Ryan Fox at plus 375. I'm counting that as an outright. BK can lick me up and down, soaking steak just for fun, but no chewy. Wow. That was a lot to get through. Holy fuck. It just kept getting worse. Holy shit. I didn't even know what I was about to read. My God, Chiote. Maybe I should start proofreading things before I read them out loud on the stream. And I don't know if you said Big Bubs 12, 7 stream streak, W Grumps. My God. Do you want me to get into the baseball board?
Yeah, please. I'm almost done.
Because you're going to talk about Fanatics Fest. We'll do that after. We can take a break at the baseball board. Okay, baseball board Monday. Twins Guardians. This is Biev. I thought it was Biev yesterday, but it's Biev today against Joe Ryan. The Twins are minus 120, favored in Cleveland, but like we always point out, Twins get a shit ton of respect when Ryan's pitching. That's like the only time I feel like they get respect. But Biev's been solid. 3.9 ERA. 3-9. Oh my God, getting absolutely no run support. Damn. I hate fading the Guardians. Guardians lost the series to Pittsburgh. They probably should have got swept, if we're being honest. They had not a miracle, but a hell of a comeback win in one of those games in the doubleheader. So 1-2. The Twins lost the series to the Cubs. They got beat up yesterday 10-1. No real hot dudes to mention from either team because the Twins scored 1 run yesterday and the Guardians scored 1 run yesterday. I know for a fact I won't be betting this game. 7.5 total. I had no idea what the weather's like in Cleveland, but 7.5 total makes me think Biev and Ryan pitch well, and I would lean Twins in this one for sure, but I don't see it making my card. Pirates the Pirates are somebody I want to talk about when we get there. Yeah, stay away.
I'm almost done.
Cool. I'm gonna hit Dodgers Phillies real quick.
Yep.
Dodgers Phillies. Christopher Sanchez on the bump against Sheehan. What did the Phillies just do? Oh, the Phillies just got beat up by the Mets. Which I feel like we sort of called the McLean having success against the Mets. I don't know if he hit his Ks. I don't even know if we placed the K lay, to be honest. The Phillies lost the series to the Mets, which isn't good. The Dodgers won a series against the Yankees despite losing that game yesterday. They rocked the shit out of Cam Schlittler, which sucks for me because I have him to 10 Ks for McLean. Let's fucking go. Because I have Cam Schlittler, Cy Young. I think that took a pretty solid hit yesterday. Let's see. Hot dude. Tough. Let's see what the Dodgers, who was successful for the Dodgers against Schlittler. Ohtani, of course, RBI. Freeman, RBI. Pages, RBI. So a lot of the usual suspects. Ohtani, another RBI. I mean, I don't know how fun it is to bet on that. This game, I would go. See, I don't want to fade Christopher Sanchez, but I do kind of want to fade the Phillies a little bit. I'm torn on this one too. I might like the Dodgers. I might like the Dodgers at a plus price. It's almost impossible not to take it. Pirates, Yankees, Ashcraft versus Weathers. Pirates getting respect. Pirates look good. They look good. They're a team I think is worth talking about, especially if they get fully healthy. The rotation is definitely getting it together, and I think they're an interesting look to make the playoffs. Plus 22% on ballpark homers. What game, Rising? What? Weather under 17.5 outs. Big cheesy POD. Reynolds, great look tonight. Okay, I don't hate that. Yeah, Rav, it might have to happen. It might have to happen. It has to start here. Has to start here against the Yankees. Pirates just won a series, I think, against the Brewers and the Guardians. They're hot. Yankees just lost a series against the Dodgers, like we discussed. Yeah, I'm prepared to say it. I like the Pirates again. And I think they get to Weathers. I think we could get some Pirates runs. Let's see who's doing things for the Pirates. Who did stuff in this last game? Who the fuck is Cook, Rab? Who's Cook? Jacob Gonzalez still fucking doing things. Esmeralyn Valdez, dude. Valdez homered. He's been a hot dude. What's he been doing? I got to pull up Valdez. If he's still hot, he's the guy. I love this fucking guy. Last guy on the bench. Yeah, I've never heard of him. Valdez has a 5-game hitting streak. No, I'm sorry. Ignore me. 7-game hitting streak. In 7 games, he has 9 hits, 6 home runs. Oh, my God. This guy's hot. Holy shit. 15 RBIs in 7 games. That's a guy you keep pressing. 100%.
You're back.
That's fine. Bye. Pirates. Pirates money line. Pirates potentially team total over. Valdez. We don't give up on Valdez. We keep riding him. Hot dude. That's the first play I can say I definitely like on the board. Pirates money line. What is the next game? Rays, Blue Jays. You know, I'm going to skip Rays, Blue Jays. Orioles, Red Sox. Honestly, Orioles 49-51 and Red Sox 50-48. If I would have told you that a month ago, you would have said I was on drugs. Both teams are really hot. Red Sox are obviously hotter. And I absolutely refuse to be the guy who gets in front of a team this hot. But it's got to be mentioned, the Orioles are hot as well. Just swept the Astros, who love to see that as a Astros fader. I think they swept the Royals before that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. What did Wilyer Abreu do yesterday after we said he was a hot dude? God, the Red Sox shit all over the race. I know, Snacks. It's probably a stay away. I was going to see if I could find a hot dude or a look on the total. Let's see. Contreras had a homer. Wilyer Abreu didn't do anything. Let's see if Contreras is kind of a hot dude.
All right, sorry about that. Let me see if I can.
Abreu sucked yesterday.
Let me see if I can hang out.
Wilson Contreras is borderline. He had a home run on the 17th against the Rays, and he had a home run on the 19th against the Rays. Got walked twice and had no hits in between that. But I think Wilson Contreras is worth a look. Or if you want to go back to Abreu one more time, I'll go Wilson Contreras in this game. Let's cross-check my hot dudes with the splits. Let's see. I don't think I can bet this game. I don't want to bet the under either. I think this is a stay-away game. Orioles might be getting right. Yeah, stay away. Official stay away. Wilson Contreras homer is talking to me or just hits, runs, RBIs. I'm saving the Rays game for you, Jeff. Padres, Braves. Sears against Bryce Elder. Both similar ERAs, 5.0 for Sears, 4.1 for Elder. The Braves are minus 131, which does feel kind of short. I feel like the Braves are going to get hot. I stand on this after the All-Star break. They do need Acuna back, but I think they're going to get hot. They did just win that series against the Rangers, and they put up 29 runs in 3 games. And then you got the Padres, who put up 19 runs yesterday, but they did lose the series to the Royals. Nothing impressive about that. To me, I'm not going to overreact to a 19-run performance in one game for the Padres, but I'll overreact to these Braves bats being absolutely piping hot. I think they had multiple hot dudes. I'm going to check who went crazy yesterday. Austin Riley homered. Oh, Drake fucking Baldwin, dude. He might even be written on the board. It's Drake Baldwin. He's hot. We said that yesterday. Or we said that, yeah, on the Pickett show yesterday, Drake Baldwin. So he fucking homered. He homered twice. My Lord. I think it's really simple. You don't even have to get cute. You keep riding Drake Baldwin. Let's see what he's been doing. Drake Baldwin. Drake Baldwin and Esmeralda Valdez are definitely guys today. Holy shit. Drake Baldwin has 10 hits in 3 games, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs. He is out of his mind. He had 5 hits. 5 fucking hits, bro. Drake Baldwin. That is insane.
In one game?
One game, he had 5 hits, 2 home runs, 3 runs, 2 RBIs. Probably one of the best games of the year.
What is Drake Baldwin's story again? Didn't he like come in for somebody and just never gave his position back? Like somebody was hurt?
Not sure. Great one for the chat.
Yeah, 11 RBI. Jesus Christ.
Proper pad will tell us.
Yeah, catcher. That's right. Sean Murphy. Yep. Crazy.
Oh, I kind of like Sean Murphy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. People like Sean Murphy.
It's Miz Day. Miz minus 218 against the Mets, who just won a series against Philadelphia. They are pitching Peralta, who's got a 4.6 ERA. Miz minus 218. Feels a little short, but unfortunately the Mets get respect all year. The Brewers are absolutely impossible to fade. There's just nothing. I didn't do it yesterday, so no one has to give me any shit. But weren't the Brewers losing 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th again? Yeah, they were. The Brewers were losing 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th again, and they had a 3-run walk-off homer. The other Contreras, William Contreras, who is a guy I'm fine with you going back to if you're interested. Swept my Marlins. Was sad to see. The Brewers are a fucking problem. I probably got to place a World Series ticket, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't keep glazing this team and then not have a World Series ticket in my pocket.
Right.
I really think they could win the World Series.
We talked about that. They were 10-1, I think.
It's probably worse. Miz line is 9.5. Well, what are we doing there, Snowman? Are we going over? Peralta revenge game. Oh, yeah, Peralta revenge game. Don't like it, though. Don't like it. I'm going to place my ticket. I'm going to place my Brewers World Series ticket today. We'll see if I mush them. Sorry, slackbacks. Giants Royals. Yuck. Ugh, yuck. T. McDonald, 3-7 with the 5.0 ERA going against Waka. The Royals just gave up 19 runs to the Padres, which is absolutely incredible. They did win the series, but still 19 runs coming off. And then the Giants just lost back-to-back games to the Mariners after winning the opening game in that series 7-0. I will say, if this means anything to you, the Nationals beat the Athletics 22-4, 23-4, something like that. I don't remember the exact score. The following game, the A's bats went crazy, scored 15 runs. I don't know if anybody thinks the Royals bats are worth a good look, but they were playing good baseball up until this game. They had 7 runs in the first game of the series in a win. They had 6 runs in the second game of the series in a win. So I don't think it's that crazy to maybe like the Royals bats. Jack Kaggs homered in this last game, even though they lost 19-2. Before that, I want to say Salvi might have went back-to-back. So for the Royals, I'm not going to bet them, but I do think either Jack Kaggs or Salvi Perez is worth a look. Eric says take the Giants. Don't hate that, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I learned my lesson because I took the Nationals off that huge win and they got their ass kicked. I'm not doing it again. All right, hold on. White Sox Rangers. Oof. Tough one for my White Sox. The White Sox are 6 games over 500. Pretty fucking amazing. They're pitching Fetty, 5-6 with a 4.1 ERA. Not good, not awful. Going against DeGrom, 7-5 with a 3.4 ERA. The Rangers are minus 175. I am excited to bet the White Sox at a plus price again. It's been a fucking while. Let's see. White Sox just won that series against the Athletics, won that series at Toronto. Rangers just lost back-to-back series to the Braves and the Astros. But they scored runs. Wyatt Langford homered in this last game against the Braves. Let's look up Wyatt Langford. He's somebody I'm interested in. Wyatt Langford. DeGrom gave 1 or 2 bombs. And I would say, who would I take to hit those? Colson Montgomery, Sage. That'd be my guy. Wyatt Langford put back-to-back very good games together against the Braves. He has hits in 6 out of his last 7 games. In his last 2, he has 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs. I don't like fading the White Sox, but if I picked a guy to do it, it would be Wyatt Langford. I am worried about the White Sox today. I'll say that. Last time I said that, they lost, by the way, in case anyone's keeping track. Next game is Tigers-Cubs. Ooh, this is a fun series. Tigers at Wrigley. This is a very fun series. Jack Flaherty, 3-8 with a 4.4 ERA. Jameson Taillon, 2-5 with a 5.1 ERA. Cubs are minus 117. This is an impossible series to get a read on, in my opinion. Hold on. I might have to – it might be Tigers for me. Tigers just won a series against L.A. in L.A., even though they lost the series finale 3-2. Cubs just won a series against the Twins. They scored 10 runs yesterday. Let's see who's hot for the You like Tigers in the over, Finchy? Stay away game says Snacks, Murakami. Gav, I'm waiting for Murakami to go yard, but there's one thing I refuse to do anymore. I'm not martingaling a guy. Like, if he's not hitting home runs, I'm just gonna wait till he gets it going again, because I have lost so much money trying to time up when fucking home runs come. 10 runs for the Cubs yesterday. Bregman homered. Horner had a triple. Bush had an RBI. Bregman had another RBI. Horner had another RBI. There's just no way Bregman's worth betting, right? There's no way.
Why not?
I just think he sucks, but I'm going to look. I'm just going to look at what he's been doing. No, see, he's just too inconsistent. He had a 3-hit game and a home run, 4 RBIs against the Reds. And then in the first 2 games against the series, he's hitless. He has 4 strikeouts. And then in the last game of the series, he has a home run, 2 hits, 2 runs, and a walk. So, yeah, I see that, Eric. I'm not interested in trying to. Let's see what Nico Horner's been doing. I'd like to find a Cubs batter. Ooh, Nico Horner. 3 games. In his last 3 games, he has 8 hits and 5 RBIs. No homers, but I don't really think he's a home run hitter. I would take Nico Horner, hits, runs, RBIs today. Side or total, very tough. I'm excited to watch this series, but I really don't know what I like. Lean Tigers just because I kind of got a thing for the Tigers, but I'm not doing it. Let's see what else. Marlins Astros, another pretty interesting series. Junk, 4-5, 4.57 ERA. Who is this guy, chat? Pitching for the Astros, Ronel Blanco. So obviously I recognize that name. He's not a debutant, but he hasn't pitched this year. Is that accurate? Because he has no stats. Ronel Blanco. Who could tell me something about Ronel Blanco? McKiffin thinks he's a terrorist. Let's see if I can find some stats from before, because Houston's favored. And I know they get respect, but I feel like, let's see. He's pitched 63 games. He has a career, where is he at? Career 4.1 ERA. Where's his last fucking game? I don't know. Cindy has no stats. Pretty sure he threw a no-hitter for the Astros. Yeah, maybe that's why he sounds system play fade pitcher coming off an injury. He's got a no-hitter. He's dog meat. His recent games, he definitely wasn't. He's had good and bad. He's had his good and bad moments. I thought it was interesting to see the Astros be favored, but maybe I respect the Marlins more than Vegas does. They did just have a pretty brutal fucking series. I think both these teams are coming off of getting swept. Did the Astros just get swept? Hold on.
Yep, by the Orioles.
Yeah, by the Orioles, and yep, the Marlins got swept by the Brewers. I wonder what you would like in this series. I'm kind of torn. No, I guess I have an opportunity to stand on business here. I'm an under win total better of the Astros. I said they were going to struggle in the second half of the year. I'm a Marlins respecter, and I don't want to put too much weight into losing to the Brewers because everybody loses to the Brewers. So I will take the Marlins money line. It'll be a stand-on business play. I think Marlins are going to get 2 out of 3 games in the series. Anyway, you slice it. Or maybe I should just take Marlins to win the series. That's probably at a plus price. Nationals, Rockies. Wow. Nationals and Coors just sounds like a really good time. Nationals, bats, and Coors against Kyle Freeland sounds like a really good time. Alvarez on the bump for the Nationals. What is the line in this game? Nationals are minus 125. I can't really tell if that feels short in Coors, but it does kind of feel like it does. Jeff is still here, guys. It's just working hard. Nationals had an incredibly interesting series against the Athletics in Sacramento. They scored 23 runs in the season opener. They scored 1 run in the second game while giving up 15, and then they won 5-2 in a modest game. They won the series. That's all that matters. They're teetering around 500. The Rockies are kind of falling off. Not that anyone didn't expect that. I think they've lost 5 out of 6 games, losing to the Giants, losing a series to the Reds, even though they did score some runs. They scored 18 runs in that series against the Reds. So the bats aren't cold at all. I would be looking for who on the Nationals we'd want to back. Let's see. CJ Abrams. Let's look at him. He had a home run last game. I just want to see what he's been doing in general. LB Bosch, I'm kind of with you. It seems a little easy, but I still kind of want to do it. Abrams or Mead snacks. Okay, let's do Abrams first. Abrams, yeah. I mean, he's got 7 hits in 7 out of his last 9. He had a home run and 2 RBIs yesterday, 2 hits. 2 hits and an RBI in the first game of the series against the Athletics. Let's do Mead. McKiffin likes Mead. Okay, you guys are talking my language a little bit, but is he a hot dude? Yeah, he is a hot dude. In his last 6 games, he has 9 hits, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Curtis Mead definitely sticks out for sure. So does CJ Abrams. And I have a lot of faith in the Nationals bats and cores. I might take both guys. Definitely. Could happen. Let me see. Athletics, Diamondbacks. God, I don't know what to make of the Athletics or the Diamondbacks. Jay Springs, 3-9 with a 6.0 ERA. M. Bratt, who I'm not familiar with at all. So, Chad, if you know anything about this guy, feel free to let me know. 0-0 with a 6.0 ERA. Is he an opener? That would be my first question. Eric likes Moniak. Snacks likes Cattell. I never really disliked Cattell. Let's look what these guys have been doing. A's have been hard. I felt like at the beginning or like the first 50 games of the year, A's batters were really easy to time up and get hot with, and now it's just bad game, good game, bad game, good game. They've had stretch against the White Sox where they scored 1 run in like 18 innings. So they don't have any hot dudes. The Diamondbacks had one of the craziest wins that I've ever seen. I think they were down 7-0 in the bottom of the 8th, or might have been the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Diamondbacks tied it up 7-7 and then won in the 10th. Very, very crazy game. I saw something that said, they were down 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th, 2 in the bottom of the 8th, 1 in the bottom of the 10th, and won 8-7. Somebody said that the Cardinals had a 97% win probability. So let's see who went crazy in this game. Arenado homered. Kepler had the walk-off. Look at Ketel Marte. He's obvious, but let's look at him anyways.
Okay. I think I'm ready to contribute.
No Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte is hitting 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs in his last 3. He's been striking out a lot too. He's definitely not piping hot. Ketel Marte is not piping hot, but I kind of like him today against the shitty A's pitching. A's, I'm not interested in a batter from the A's. I'm gonna let them just keep doing what they're doing. I can't figure them out.
I saw somebody say that Shea Bangaliers might be on the trade block. When is the baseball trade deadline, by the way?
It's a good question because I feel like it comes pretty quickly after the All-Star break.
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to be really good.
This is an interesting one. Reds, Mariners, Kirby, 7-8 with a 3.7 ERA. Abbott, 5-5 with a 4.1 ERA. The Mariners are minus 144. The way the Mariners have been getting respect, I almost feel like this line's a little short going against the Reds. Are now 8 games under 500. Good
You're
question.
Absolutely right.
By the way.
Good question by who?
LB Bosch. Did you get eyes on McLean?
No. Yesterday I was kind of useless, unfortunately. Did he go over his case?
Bosch new? Do you recognize LB Bosch, or is that a new name?
No, I think LB Bosch is relatively new. I don't have the Twitch screen up in front of me. I had to take it off. I need my second monitor for something else. But I did just pull up the board. Deadline's August 3rd. Thank you, Clam Mucker. All right, great job. Sorry about that. I have a question. Andrew Abbott, I'm pulling him up right now, as a reason why maybe the Mariners aren't getting respect today. I was like, oh, maybe Abbott's really good. The last 2 starts, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, but against the Cubs and the Phillies. Is there something there because he's a lefty where the Mariners are really bad against lefties? That's what I would wonder.
Wouldn't surprise me because the Mariners bats, Mariners can't hit lefties. There you go.
There we go. Yep,
and
there we go.
I wouldn't bet on them to start doing it magically at all.
I saw 10Ks from McClan. Well, that came through. Remember that correlated because there was a lot of respect for the fucking Mets in Philly, so we said that he was probably going to shove. The Mariners are the worst league in okay, all right, Solar Bear, thank you. Everybody came in to contribute there. Luke Raley pinch hit yesterday, hit a home run, and then outside of that, Cal Raleigh looks like he still kind of sucks, and another guy, Young. I think Jacob Young or something like that for the Mariners had a home run. And J-Rod hasn't really done anything.
What's it? Cole Young.
Cole Young. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't really want to go anywhere near the fucking Mariners. I'll tell you that. Could be for a snowman, Kale, could be Abbott K's if that's the correlation there. But that seems like it's pretty obvious because they can't hit lefties, but I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I actually don't hate that at all. We're getting down to it. Cardinals, Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Soriano, who's going for the my internet went bad. Who do you have pitching for the Angels? Leahy.
You're lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's you or me. It could be me because I have it.
It's me.
Oh, okay. I have Lee. That's that's Leahy.
That's how I would pronounce that.
Yeah. I guess you're right. And Jose Soriano. They looks like the Angels are a short favorite. Uh-oh. Are the Cardinals going to start kerplunking?
Did you hear what I said about their loss yesterday?
They were up 7-0 and they blew it.
Yeah.
I saw the Pickett tweet. Oof, God.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little nervous about the Cardinals, man.
Say that one more time.
I'm getting a little nervous about the Cardinals.
Yeah. I did say that the other day, so we're on the same page there.
Yeah. It would probably be, I don't know how Jose Soriano has been. The total's at 9. Seems kind of high. Oh, my God. Soriano's coming off of a game where he didn't throw 1 strikeout.
Yeah, he's been underwhelming since that absurdly hot start, but everyone kind of knew that was coming. That's
pretty crazy, dude. 5 hits, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, no strikeouts. I mean, you don't see that from pitchers ever.
Yeah.
All right, you did a phenomenal job. I'm sorry, I had to say a fire came up is kind of an understatement, but I think all is okay right now. Is it okay if we just kind of briefly go back and just touch on a handful of things?
Well, yeah, definitely, because you have to talk the Rays game. I completely skipped it. But before we do that, no, that was it. Cardinals, Angels. You don't like anything?
I think the over's high. I think the total's high.
Okay. I kind of lean Angels.
Me too.
And I haven't been doing that much this year. I've been staying away from the Angels. And I think I'm doing a really good job at staying away from shitty teams. Mm-hmm. But I think we align on thinking it might take a bad turn for the hold on. Is Rude Betts back in the building?
Oh, did he? I don't know. I closed the Twitch page.
Cardio 109, Rude Betts the GOAT. What's the parlay? Need it like oxygen.
Need it like oxygen.
Also, we need you on the show like oxygen, Rude Betts.
Yeah, Rude Betts. I'll hit you up because Steak is gone. He's leaving today. We got to talk about your flight too, by the way. But he'll be gone for a week, so maybe we'll have you on at some point.
Yep, 100%. JJ Weatherholt, kind of a hot dude. 5 hits in 3 games, a homer, 2 RBIs, 3 runs. Worth talking about if you're looking for a batter. I'm not going to play him because I like the Angels. And now you go ahead and you start captaining and you go back and we go over it again.
All right. So Cleveland and the Twins, Joe Ryan getting a lot of respect on the road against Cleveland. I was wondering, the Pirates just won a series against Cleveland. Cleveland are still the gritty guards. Jared Jones and Skeens were awesome. The Pirates bats were awesome. The Twins, though, 6-4 in their last 10. I didn't know what you had said about this game, but kind of want to bet Minnesota here.
Yeah, I like the Twins too, and I like both pitchers to pitch well.
Ashcraft on the Pirates. Pirates going in New York. Weathers is going. Good win from the Yankees last night, I guess. It was an ugly one. I would like to get eyes on Ashcraft. I don't want to keep going to the Pirates too much, but I feel like Ashcraft has been pitching really well. 3.5 ERA. Pirates are a pretty hot team, fun team. I wouldn't mind watching him tonight. I didn't know what the chat thought about that. What is the line there? It's a pick 'em. Yeah, I don't know.
We're aligned again.
Okay. Dylan Cease, I mean, he's one of my favorite pitchers, non-Rays pitchers in baseball. So I don't really know what to say here, other than the fact that, I mean, the Rays getting swept in Boston after the All-Star break with not even just 4 losses. One of them was devastating. Up 6-3. I think it was in the 7th inning, and the Red Sox scored 4 runs. And I mean, it wasn't even really like they were that fluky, at least from what I saw. Fucking lefty on lefty.
Red Sox are falling.
Garrett Clevenger comes in, one of the best arms in the Rays bullpen, and Wilyer Abreu takes him for a 2-run home run. It was absolutely devastating. So, I mean, look, the Rays, they were a little, I mean, you know, they could have got out of there 3-1. I think the other game too, they lost 5-3. It was kind of back and forth. The Red Sox are just relentless, dude. They're absolutely relentless. They got to Shane McClanahan yesterday. Morale has to be at an all-time low for the Rays, and now you go in and play Cease. But here is the thing, Steak. As sad of a situation as the Rays are in right now, the Blue Jays are a sad, pathetic team.
Oh yeah, I've been fucking ringing that alarm for at least 2 months now.
Absolutely. So here's my thing. You're pretty good at this, but you got 2 really good pitchers going. Martinez has been awesome. I'm not saying he's an ace, but a 2.66 ERA has been rock solid throughout the entire year. Could this be one of those 7.5 totals that goes over, a really contrarian over?
Yes.
Blue Jays got shut out yesterday. Rays had 1 run yesterday. Martinez and C's on the bump. This feels like a very obvious under. I would probably go over. That would be my thought. I don't know what you said about Sanchez and the Phillies and the Dodgers. It would be Dodgers or nothing for me there.
Aligned again.
Red Sox, Peyton Toll. This is a guy people keep telling me to watch. I actually did watch him against the Rays. He is very good. He's very good, but you're going against Baz today. Watch out for Shane Baz. No, in all seriousness, Baz has been pitching a lot better. The Orioles are red hot. What a fun series.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited to watch it. I'm not betting it, though.
No, I agree. Fun series. Can both teams lose? That would be my position on that. I got nothing in the Padres.
Though, both Contrerases. It's time to bet Wilson and William.
Got it. Okay. I think that Braves line is short, but nobody really likes Bryce Elder, so maybe it's not.
I still think it's short.
Their bats were so active against the Rangers. They won that series 2-1. I think there were 3 games where they had 10 hits or almost 10 hits in just about all of them. Pretty wild there. I got nothing on the Mizorowski game in the Mets.
Homer.
I got nothing on the Giants Royals.
Jack Cags or Salvi.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe I'll go Cags there. Who's he going against? McDonald? Yeah, I don't know shit about him. Tyone and Flaherty. Cubs and the Tigers. No real interest in that one. Total at 11, though. That's pretty high. Oh, Riley Green hit a home run yesterday, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bregman hit a home run.
Bregman hit a home run, but we're not going back to Bregman.
White Sox and the fucking Rangers.
Yeah, going against DeGrom. I don't like him today.
God.
I like Wyatt Langford.
Yep. Red hot. Red fucking hot. Love Langford. And I'm going to be going in. Oh, you know what? I think I decided after this series, I'm going to take the White Sox to win the AL. How you feel about that? How you feel about that? You frozen? How you feel about that? You frozen? I kind of see you breathing a little bit. I see that Umbro thing moving a little bit up and down. We lost Steak. I mean, I can't be a White Sox guy. You don't want me to be a White Sox guy. Oh, I forgot. You think I'm mushing the White Sox.
Okay, so what's the next game? What's the next game? Sorry, I froze at the most opportune time, I guess. Let's talk about the next game.
I'm going to wait till this series is over, though, because the White Sox are probably going to lose the series to the Rangers. Astros and Marlins. Marlins got swept, but it was the Brewers. They're still fun. Ronel Blanco. I kind of liked him. Two teams coming off a series are getting swept. What's the system play here? We got to think of something.
I know. I was literally going to ask that. I just got nothing. And Ronel Blanc. I think Ronel Blanco's pitching for the first time this year, if I'm not mistaken.
It might be. Yep, it might be.
Yeah.
Nothing with the Rockies Nationals, although that line looks really short. Like
I know. I'm not doing that, though. I'm taking the Nationals.
Okay.
I'm taking Nationals bats and cores. It's the most
Okay.
square read ever, and I'm still doing it.
Okay. Diamondbacks, A's, nothing for me. Nothing for me in the rest of the games. All right. Can we take a quick piss break? I got to make a quick phone call. So maybe it'll last like 3 minutes. And then let's come back. And what else do we have to talk about?
Didn't you want to talk about Fanatics Fest?
I did. Yeah. Can we take a quick piss break so I can make this phone call? Okay.
Right.
All right. We'll be right back after these words.
Fucking rude bets parlay. Put it in the chat. Fucking rude bets parlay.
All right, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I think crisis averted. All right, such a soothing tune. Pirates money line. Some drywall on the shirt is crazy. What the fuck does that even mean? Okay, so
my psoriasis, dude. Nothing I can
what
do
happened?
about it. I think Big Cheese is saying I got fucking dandruff flakes on my shirt. I have psoriasis, and now I'm starting to wonder, should I stop wearing black shirts? Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard because I mean I noticed it. No, I'm with you. What if you? I know you could do. What if you like? I have a lint roller, and for whatever reason, I don't have any like fur or anything in the apartment anymore. But even after, like, I wear dark pants because especially during the summer, I get swamp ass. So it's a cheat code: dark blue, dark green pants all the time.
Yeah.
But I'll have a lint roller. And every time on my way out, I hit my pants with a lint roller. What if you just have a lint roller by your computer and you just go like this before you?
So I would lint roll myself on stream?
No. Before you start.
Before streams.
Yeah. Thank you, Boston Sports. I appreciate that. Also, who cares? What do you do? I am just curious. What do you do for psoriasis? Is like a cream?
There's a pill I take every day, which helps a lot. Like if I didn't take that pill, you would see it all over my face. I used to have it bad, dude. Like my legs were fucking covered. So I got it under control, but not 100% under control.
Damn. Okay. That's tough. By the way, I mean, because we have the time, what's going on right now, if anybody cares. So I have this lady who's a pretty important client, and we're helping her son find an apartment, son and son's friend, moving to New York for the first time. So I've been running around Brooklyn for them, taking videos of apartments, measuring it out, showing them the neighborhoods, et cetera, et cetera. Finally found a place for them. They applied. They did a little interview and everything because it's a family-owned building. They're approved. I was waiting for the owner's attorney to send us a lease. This was on July 16th. So that was Thursday, maybe. Now, usually when you apply, get approved for an apartment, you get the lease like the next day. Like this is a quick process.
Yeah.
So they told me the attorney is in court like all week. We should have it this weekend. Well, the weekend came, we didn't have it. Wake up this morning, we don't have it. I'm like, all right, this is 4 days. This is getting a little ridiculous. So I check in and I'm like, hey, can we expect that lease? Well, the owner's attorney calls me. It's the first time speaking with him. I've been dealing with somebody else who like got me into the apartment like that. Yeah. He's like, hey, yeah, that's who called me during the stream. He's like, I don't have anything for your clients. Like, I don't have any of their documents. I don't have their IDs, their paperwork. And I'm like, well, that's weird because I sent it and like somebody else had reviewed it and approved them. So he's like, yeah, well, I don't have anything. So if so-and-so has it, he never sent it to me. So I was trying to hit him up to be like, hey, can you send the attorney everything? He's trying to get the lease done. And that's when I asked him when I was on the phone, I was muted. I was like, can I do this at noon? He was like, no, I got to run back out. So like, I really need everything like right now so I can get it while I'm in the office. I'm like, fuck, I literally had to basically start all over. I had to just merge like fucking 18 documents, send it to him, send some other bullshit, and then make sure we get everything taken care of. So basically during that stream where you just carried, I was like restarting a deal from scratch. So thank you very much, Steak. You held it down. I really appreciate that.
That sounds like a bitch. A
little bit of a bitch. Can we talk about how Jeff crashed on a city bike? Yeah.
You can talk about that.
So I'll take accountability. I usually do a pretty good job of not being on my phone anymore. I was holding it while I was streaming, but very careful. I'm showing, I'm looking, whatever. I only stop and read the comments or talk to the chat when I stopped. Wear the helmet, meta glasses, no more streams. Steak, I have my headphones in. It's not your fault. Not your fault. I get a Steak text, and usually Siri reads it, but Siri didn't read it. So I'm in a bike lane, a very normal, secure two-way bike lane. We're good to go. Usually you can just, you can pass, got to keep an eye out for people or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm going straight, not much traffic on. I'm like, let me pull my phone out and see what Steak said. So I'm riding. I go to pull my phone out. Well, this fucking lady comes out of nowhere and pulls out of a driveway. I didn't even notice there's like a garage to the right. So this lady pulls out and her car stops in the middle of the bike lane. So I pull my phone out. I look up. She pulls all the way out. So I'm like, whoa, fuck. I go around her behind her car. No harm, no foul. I'll adapt. Well, on the other side, there's construction. And as I go around her car, there's 5 cones, like a wall of cones. And my bike is about to run into the cones. So in my left hand, I clamp the brakes as hard as I can. And the left tire, the handlebars just go like this. Like, grr. And so I didn't like fly over the handlebars or anything, but like the bike wobbled. And so I just couldn't stabilize it. And I had to I fell. And I like broke my fall with my left palm, and I got my right hand scratched up a little bit.
Did the lady in the car stop?
She did. She stopped. That's why I had to go around her because she.
No. Did she stop after you crashed?
She was stopped when I crashed. Then she drove away.
Okay.
And a construction worker came and said, "Are you okay?" As I picked up my glasses that have also fallen. And I said, "Yes, I'm okay. Thank you."
There's no one we can sue.
No. It wasn't that serious. It was like the most harmless fall of all time. It was really like a baby fall, but it just, because I like had to break the fall some way, somehow got a little scratched up. Yeah. Any construction workers help you. Very nice construction worker. Yes. Yeah. Could have been way worse. Hey, Meta, record that. That would have been very funny if it was on stream. So let's talk about this Fanatics Fest for a second.
Sure. I still don't fully understand what it is.
That's my thing too. And I know Cash it. I'm going to talk about Barstool, but I was watching this morning, Portnoy's on, and I love this because I don't know enough to really bash it, but Barstool is bashing it. Like Big Cat and PFT are bashing it. Portnoy's bashing it.
In New York?
It is in New York. And dude, I think I told you this like a year or two ago, but a girl that I work with, she grew up like near Michael Rubin, and like her parents, they're kind of like friends. She got Fanatics Fest passes and she was like, "Hey, do you want to go?" I didn't really think it was a big deal. And then I ended up, when I got there, dude, I thought I was like, yeah, I'll swing by, I'll see what it is. I couldn't believe when I got there how fucking slammed it was. When I was there, iSpeed was there. He like walked right by me. He was streaming and everything. And again, this was a year or two ago, so I didn't really understand the full magnitude of what was going on. I don't really think anything of it, but I was like, all I knew when I was there is this is not my thing. This is not for me. I thought it was for kids. You go, you see your favorite athlete. Ooh, you get some autographs. There's a bunch of cards. We kind of already talked about this. But then that is the thing. I saw Trent goes to this thing. Some other people go to this thing. So adults go to this thing. So I'm trying to understand, because I'm not all of a sudden just going to bash it too. But like, again, it's not for me. It feels like theater and like wrestling, like WWE sports for kids or for kids, but also adults too.
Okay. So did you see Small's tweet about Trent?
He was getting glazed. People were spinning on it.
Yeah. So that tells you, like, kids, you have to be in a certain age group to know exactly who Trent is and what he does and to glaze him, right?
I mean, I think
25 or under? Even younger?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
You have to be to do tricks on it for Trent. How old? I'm not talking about you talking about his dumpy all the time. I'm talking about normal person. You think 40-year-olds were doing tricks on it for Trent?
No, probably not. But I'm 38. I get accused
doing tricks on it for Trent.
I get accused, dude. I compliment Trent all the fucking time.
Say tricks on it for Trent 10 times fast.
No, absolutely not. But I don't know. I don't know if there's an age thing.
Tricks on it for Trent. Tricks on it for Trent. Tricks on it for Trent. It's really hard.
Tricks on it for Trent. Actually, I think it's really easy. Tricks on it.
Do it.
Hold on, but here's my thing. I got to tell you, I'm very happy to hear that Trent is getting people in real life spinning on it for him. Like he's the guy on the internet. It's so easy, and he gets insane amount of DMs constantly. Yeah. The meanest things imaginable are being said. But then in real life, he gets people that are like, "Oh, look, there's Book It with Trent." That's a heartwarming story, is it not?
Doesn't it also perfectly describe what a burner account is?
100%.
It's like nobody would say that shit to your face.
100%.
You get like, I bet you the people doing tricks on it were the same people telling him to. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. No.
I bet you some of the people doing tricks on it for Trent are the same people that telling Trent to end it all because he bet on, I don't fucking know, the last shitty wager he had.
Well, did Trent, you see, if I was Trent, I would ask anybody that's glazing, being like, have you sent me a mean DM? Oh, he said, okay.
It's gotta be. Has to be.
Multiple people showed me.
That was at the wedding who said, I'm at this wedding with Book It with Trent. Remember? Josh's wedding and some fucking burner account was like, I'm at this wedding with Book It with Trent.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting stuff, man.
Multiple people showed me, dude. That is hilarious. I guarantee you they look like Rav. That is a hilarious comment. Yeah, no, I was very happy to see that. But here's here's what I want. I don't know if there's a Yap today. I don't know what their fucking schedule is, but as someone who actually went, again, I walked through Fanatics Fest and I was like,
what year was this?
Dude,
I'm just wondering why you didn't consider going again this year.
No, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not my thing. That's why I was so shocked when I saw fucking Trent was flying to New York to go.
There is a Yap. W Rav for being in there early too. Still goes Rav 1, Trent 2, Biev 3.
Oh, here it is. August 16th, 2024.
Okay, not that long ago.
No, so yeah, I'm trying to see. Like, these guys were being interviewed. I don't know. That guy looks like fucking J-Time. I guess they're with John Boy or something.
What the?
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I just went and I saw, like, you see all these cards?
Yeah.
I mean, there's just it's tables and tables and tables. And I'm trying to think. I saw like one more thing. Yeah, look. Let me see if I can kind of show you. Like, you see all these people?
Yeah, see all these people.
Yeah, there's like adults there.
Yeah, there's adults there.
I didn't know what the fuck to do there when I was there. You kind of walk around. You're like, all right, I get it. I think I was there for probably 20, 30 minutes. And that was it. No part on me.
Cool.
So I need Trent to give a review on the app about Fanatics Fest. Like what it is and what it entails. I am wondering, though, this is where I'm getting at with the conversation of Fanatics Fest. What is going on with this Tom Brady and Jake Paul thing?
Oh my God.
What is going on?
He's just a lame-o. He's being a fucking
know he's a
lame-o. He has no excuse for it. Tom Brady post-retirement is just kind of a lame weirdo. Surprising, but like there's two different careers: your playing career and then your after playing career, and that goes the same for every single huge athlete. And Tom Brady's the GOAT, but in my opinion, Peyton Manning is dog walking this guy post career. I would rather grab 10 beers with Peyton fucking Manning before I would ever want to grab a beer with weird ass plastic face fucking Botox fake fucking fighting Logan Paul ass Tom Brady.
So can I don't get any glaze for always consistently maintaining, even when he came to my team, we hoard ourselves out to get a Super Bowl, of not being a Tom Brady guy. But I still respect like the competitive side of Tom Brady. And he's got some clips of things he's said and like advice he's given to younger players and everything like that. Like Tom Brady is just, he was born to play a sport and to be a football player. Outside of that, he's never really been a guy that I think would ever really fly up the charts of to get a beer guy with list, right? Like he's always been kind of strange. I am just curious, when you're so established, when you start doing these really cheesy, corny things, somebody has to be giving you like this playbook, right?
It's a good point.
So somebody is giving him this playbook of things to do, and this is what they were talking about. That I'm curious. What are they building up? Are they going to fight? The slapping, the flicking each other off.
But why would Tom Brady ever want to do that? That's what I'm saying. None of this makes any sense. It's very weird.
It's so weird. How much do you think he's worth?
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Obscene amount. Obscene amount.
What's your guess?
I'm awful at this game.
That's fine. It's okay if you're going to be wrong.
I'll just toss out a wild number. 500 million.
No, I would have said 250 million. It's kind of right in the middle. He's worth 350 million.
Okay. It's weird. Do you want attention that bad? Did his wife leave him?
Yeah.
She left, right?
Jadell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger Jadell.
Giselle?
You know how bad Tom Brady probably has to suck for you to leave him?
He's
Tom fucking Brady, dude.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Yes, I agree. He's always been kind of a cornball, which is fine, which is totally fine. He does a lot of other things that make up for it, clearly, but I don't know why he's doing this. And if it's just him being weird and not knowing when to say no to things, okay. But something is up.
See, did you watch the roast of Tom Brady?
Yeah, I kind of forget it because I also watched the roast of Kevin Hart, and Tom Brady came up there, and I was like, I can't wait for him to be done. This is not good. Did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
Yeah, the roast of Tom Brady was funny.
Yes,
Tom Brady was not funny in it.
No,
and that was when I was like, oh God, he's not really fucking funny. And what's going on with his face? I don't know. Tom Brady is a fucking post-retirement L.
Chill on my go. Yeah, this is tough. But I have to imagine that nobody is defending it.
I haven't seen many people defending it. I saw a poll that said, is this real or fake? It had thousands of votes, and it was 96% fake.
Okay. So I retweeted. I was really concerned that people were going to think this was real. And I retweeted. I was like, if you think this is real, you can't be saved. But a lot of people commented, was like, yeah, no shit, it's not real. But that's how bad it is. I think Paul and Brady, whoever is putting this together, is doing so trying to make it seem real. But that's how bad it is. People believe all these fake ass prank videos online. They know that it's not real. What was Karl Anthony Towns doing up there, by the way? This is what I'm talking about. This is
just the most random shit ever, to be honest.
So, okay. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. It seems like we're all on the same page with this, which is great. This is really unfortunate. I also thought Tom Brady would be a guy in the booth that would get a lot better. And like, why not just stick to that? You know,
he obviously doesn't want to, man.
Yeah. It's setting up a match for SummerSlam. It's so stupid. The other thing I'll
say too, like the roast of Kevin Hart, I'm just Kevin Harted out in every sense of the word. Like, how many more jokes can we make about Kevin Hart?
Not that roast had its moments, but it was like 3 hours long. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is way. They tried to make it too much of a production. Also, what are we doing with an Usher performance in there? Clearly to promote his concert, which was so stupid. I thought Cat Williams coming out was kind of funny because him and Cat Williams have beef. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Williams is actually funny.
Yeah. You know, I went to see with our buddy, whose name starts with an S. I went to see Cat Williams with him at the House of Blues a long time ago, 15, whatever years ago. It was very funny. The other thing
there isn't one joke on earth about Kevin Hart that you could make up right now that hasn't already been said that's still funny.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tell you, I'm not even the biggest Pete Davidson guy. I thought Pete Davidson had some good ones.
Yeah, I like the roasts, dude. They're fucking hilarious. I just didn't think Tom Brady was funny in his, and I don't think Kevin Hart jokes are funny.
Right.
But all the other jokes were hilarious. Pete Davidson is I think he might be underselling. He's very fucking funny.
I think Pete Davidson's kind of been a one-trick pony, but I think that he was funny in that roast. And I have seen a couple clips of him making jokes. Like, he's got his moments where he can be very funny. How about this? I think Pete Davidson probably a very cool guy in real life. Like, I don't really think he's like all that talented. And I don't know that
I think he's funnier than you do then, I guess.
That's fine. But in real life, I bet you he's a cool dude to hang out with and get a beer with. I don't know if he drinks, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing we had to talk about, and I know we kind of did this backwards or whatnot, and that's fine. You did a great job carrying the MLB show. The Jeff Nadu birthday party. I couldn't help myself. Not the biggest Jeff Nadu guy. I'm not really a hater. Like, I think for what he is, the whack pack, figure that Barstool hired him for or whatnot. My wife is a rider. My wife is a Rico Bosco gal, which is great, but she doesn't really know too much about Jeff Nadu. I still think I have to give him some credit because he does command content. Like he gets the engagement. When he was allegedly on the no-fly list, and then it was like, is he or is he actually flying? That was hilarious. Like, it felt like the internet stopped that day to see even if other people who had no idea who he is, he's like, well, I got to see if this guy can actually get off the plane and fly. This birthday party was so funny to me. And I didn't follow it from start to finish, but I had to check in. This guy, Ohio's Tate, that works with Barstool. He is
rival, by the way.
What's that?
Goot's biggest rival.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he did the crab thing, which I still think he did a pretty good job. I think this guy is as good as one can be documenting content for Twitter specifically. Yeah. Like, doing it in bits and pieces, explaining what's going on, telling the entire story. Like, some people are just put on this earth to do things. Messi was put on this earth to play soccer, Brady football. That guy is built for this, Ohio State. He is incredible at doing that. But here is what I wanted to ask you. Did you see the venue where Jeff Nadu's birthday party was?
Yes, and you're not Jewish, and I assume nobody in the chat's Jewish, but to me it looked like a bar mitzvah venue. It really did. But what the fuck is Lancaster, Pennsylvania? Where even is it?
Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to shit on small towns. No idea where Lancaster, Pennsylvania is, but Yorgos third floor, I think that's what it's called. I'm not shitting on this place. It's not what I expected. I thought it was going to be like a club. When I saw the tour of the venue, that's kind of what I thought too. It was like you're having like a graduation ceremony. You're having like a kid's birthday. It was like a restaurant. It was a restaurant. The tables had like white cloths on them. I'm not saying like white tablecloth. Like
it was like a hotel venue. Like yeah.
Dude, not what I expected at all. And that to me was like one of the funniest things was just like I had like a club in mind.
Yeah. And it's so funny growing up or coming up the way we came up because we worked at a lounge that was small but would get really slammed and turn into a nightclub. So like it was this tiny place. You should never make a nightclub. But then at midnight it was like bottles and strobe lights and smoke machines. And watching that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I did think it was pretty funny. Also, you're kind of a shoe guy. Not that you're this much of a shoe guy. Apparently, we found this out. He buys a new pair of Air Force Ones every 10 days because you can't wear the same Air Force Ones with creases and they're not that expensive. Do you have anybody in your life that is that big of a sneakerhead?
I mean, not that buys new shoes every 10 days, no, but my buddy Nick was a huge sneakerhead for a very long time, which I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that.
That is pretty interesting to hear because I know people are like really obsessed with shoes and like getting certain pairs of shoes. The same pair of shoes over and over again every 10 days kind of blew my mind. Does anybody really care about creases in sneakers?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. People care.
Okay. That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever noticed creases in people's sneakers. I notice when they're dirty, like when Trent wore dirty sneakers to the court side of the Thunder game.
Hated that.
Hated it. Put a nice pair of fucking shoes on. Go shopping with the Jeff Nadu.
I care about shoes enough to hate that.
Before we go, Steak, what does your travel day look like to Scotland? Because I'm a big.
My flight was supposed to be 3:20 p.m. out of MCO to go to JFK. It got delayed till 5:03. So now I get 5:03. I'm supposed to land at JFK at 8, and I'm supposed to fly to Scotland at 9. Tough, tight window. No room for error. Well, I haven't checked in 2 hours my phone though, so maybe there's some kind of update.
Well, let me just check the weather. All right, I got good news for you. Today, because it's been really, really bad weather. My dad was in town. He got stuck because of the storms, and then there were no flights out yesterday. There's a lot going on in the city. You look like, at least weather-wise, there should be no delays coming into New York. The only thing that could potentially fuck you is the traffic, the air traffic, because so many people's flights got canceled and delayed. So now it's going to be a busy travel day. Steak, that is cutting it very, very close. So are you flying with anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You're all in the same flight?
No, just my one buddy whose name starts with an S, and he looks like shorter me.
Okay, yeah, I love that guy. Well, this is a good thing. If you miss your 9 p.m. flight to Scotland, are you taking any like action to see if there's another flight to go to Scotland?
If I miss, I would try. Yes, definitely the next day. But what I was going to say is, if I get stuck in New York, I'll stream with you tomorrow.
All right, we'll cross that bridge if we get there. You are coming back. You're going to be gone the rest of the week. You're going to be gone a little bit of next week too.
I think I should be back. I'll be gone for exactly a week, so I'll be gone Tuesday to Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tuesday to Monday. I'll be streaming with you next Tuesday.
Okay. Well, safe travels. You don't really need recommendations because you're going for a birthday party. I'm sure everybody's gotten everything figured out or whatnot, but sounds like a good time. Are you going to Edinburgh?
That's where I fly into, but we're going to go drive all around, see all the sites, and I will go to a fuck ton of pubs.
You're going to have to go to, I'm assuming you're going to do like the Highlands tours.
Yep.
Could you potentially come back being a Scotch guy?
I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to see a Scottish.
Open mind.
I can't wait to see a Scottish espresso martini picture for you. Thank you very much. You crushed it. You held it down big time today for MLB. We'll miss you. Rude Bets will be in touch. Maybe a little snowman action. I know everybody wants to get Biev up here too. We'll talk about it. All right, guys. You all have a great day. Good luck on your wagers. Steak, safe travels. We'll be in touch.